Hello, Andrea. I am coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas today. I flew home to visit my family this week and to be home for Easter because when heated rivalry starts, I'm going to be stuck in New York City, so I needed to see my family. Thanks for getting another cameo from me. I appreciate you, as always. I'm at my sister's house right now. You're going to love this. That's little Gus Gus. Gus Gus is my sister's new Frenchie. He's so cute. He's taking a nap. And then, this is Scotch. Say hi to Andrea, Scotch. Hi, Scotch. Hi, Scotch. Scotch is happy. His tail is wagging. Stay. And Lokito is somewhere. Lokito is my sister's senior cat. He's a black cat. Kind of looks like Thackeray Binks. Okay, now on to your questions. So, doing the play Fire and Air was really kind of a remarkable experience in hindsight because, one, it was Terrence McNally's last play that he ever wrote before he passed away. And two, it was Marin Maisie's last play that she performed in before she passed away. So to be able to collaborate with those two icons, those two, I guess, geniuses, pillars of our community before they left this earth was really special. I loved doing the play because I got to use a lot of my ballet training. I played a ballerina, and that was fun. And I was just working with icons like John Glover and Marin and my friend James and Doug. I mean, it was really kind of an embarrassment of riches. It wasn't very well received by critics, but the process was really lovely because John Doyle is just a really incredible director, and he makes the process so intense and introspective, and I don't know. I loved it. Boris and Winifred are doing okay. Boris is doing great. Winifred's had some stomach issues lately. She's been vomiting a lot, so she's fine. She's been fine for the last few days, so I think she maybe just had a stomach bug. So if it comes back, we might have to take her to the vet, but they're doing good. I wish I could show you them doing a trick and a treat, but I'm not there right now, but maybe later. Yes, they both like to cause mischief by stealing human food. What Winifred's really doing these days is eating, she loves string. So anytime there's a drawstring on a pair of pants or the straps on my backpack, she will go after them and she will literally try to eat them. Which is, I think, why we've been maybe having some stomach issues. So David and I are having to be extra cognizant about what we leave out around the house. But guilty pleasures. Yeah, guilty pleasures food-wise for me would definitely be sweets. I really love chocolate. I really love oatmeal cream pies. That's definitely a guilty pleasure. In terms of clothes, I don't really have a guilty pleasure with clothes. There's this one t-shirt that I've had forever that should have probably been thrown away years ago, and I don't wear it ever outside of the house. It's only around the house, but I will wear it because it's just the softest. It's made out of bamboo fiber, and it's just the softest thing. So that's kind of my guilty pleasure because I would never be caught dead in it outside of my house. Guilty pleasure theater? I don't really know. I guess guilty pleasure theater these days for me is just listening to cast albums like Wicked, going back and revisiting Wicked or Rent, these iconic cast albums that I used to listen to as a child. And I do it in the secrecy of my own headphones. Guilty pleasure books. The Goosebumps series, my favorite series. Guilty pleasure television, RuPaul's Drag Race, even though I'm not really guilty. It doesn't really feel guilty because it's my favorite TV show of all time. So it's really just happy. Guilty pleasure movies, I mean, Hocus Pocus. I can't not watch it at least a few times a year. How do I get comfortable with doing draggy cheers? Wow, comfortable. Drag is inherently uncomfortable. So it's not really about getting comfortable. It's about losing myself in the character so that I don't think about the corset and I don't think about the heels and I don't think about the 10 pounds of makeup on my face or the 20 pounds of hair in my wig. So like it's more comfortable. It's more uncomfortable when I'm off stage than when I'm on stage, because when I'm on stage, I'm just Winifred. So I don't think about all of the things that hurt or feel terrible. And it is difficult to dance in heels, but I've done it for 11 years now. And I rehearse in the heels to make sure that I'm like good. And then I rehearse in the heels and the corset when we get closer to the show, so I can feel even more comfortable. So as long as you're rehearsing in it to get comfortable with it, then it's really not bad. But at the end of the day, my feet hurt so bad. But again, as long as I like stay rooted in that character, then my feet don't hurt as much as they should, because I'm not thinking about it, if that makes sense. So next year's show, I've already had a few meetings because I now have a writer's team and a directing team. So we do have a couple of ideas on the horizon. We think we've come up with a theme. One idea that I'm kind of energized about is that this year I Put a Spell on You is being performed on Indigenous Peoples Day. And so we're trying to do some research on Indigenous cultures and maybe some like horror Indigenous figures. And so my music supervisor, Jackson, is working on a new musical, and he's collaborating with a bunch of Indigenous artists. And so we're really excited and energized to kind of reach out to a few Indigenous artists to see if they'll collaborate with us on a production number that kind of highlights like some sort of Indigenous character in their culture, and make a little spooky, fun production number.
To who?
Oh, my watch is talking to me. I'm not talking to you. Yeah. Oh, Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. That's a really good idea. We actually thought about doing that last year because it was such a huge moment. So K-Pop Demon Hunters has absolutely been brought up in our meetings. So we're going to try to figure out a way to make that happen. But we'll see. You never know. But thanks again for reaching out and getting this cameo from me. Say bye to Gus. Bye, Gus. All right, I'll talk to you later, Andrea.